Hi, our project is Taxi Finder, which is a mobile-based application. Taxi Finder is consisted of two applications. The first one is for customers, which enable them to find the closest taxis based on customer location at any time. The second one is for drivers, which enable them to receive customer requests and the driver can select one of these requests. The customer application. If the customer wants to find a taxi, he can select Find Taxi Now. A map will be displayed showing customer location and the nearby taxis. Each taxi has an evaluation which shows how good the taxi was with previous customers. After selecting a taxi, a screen shows up to specify the location where the customer is going to. The location can be entered in two ways, either by writing it using the keyboard or by selecting it using the map. For example, we can select Khalid bin Al-Walid Street from the map and click on Request. After that, the request will be sent to the driver's application. The driver's application. The requests are transferred to this application by a web service working in the background, so that it's not required to keep the application open all the time. Through the notifications which are going to be received from customers, the driver can know the customer's location and where he is supposed to go. The driver can accept or reject any request. Once accepting any request, the distance between the customer and the driver will be displayed on the customer application to enable the customer tracking the taxi, and the distance calculation will be updated frequently to make sure that the taxi is on its way to the customer. When the distance is less than 200 meters, the taxi plate number will be displayed on the customer application to know exactly which taxi is coming. The driver's application contains a navigation map to know how to go to the customer location. This feature helps the driver to arrive quickly to customers. For the purpose of this demo, I will change the taxi location manually in the database to make it less than 200 meters, just to imagine that the taxi has arrived to the customer. Now, we should notice that the taxi plate number and evaluation button are displayed in the customer application. Actually, the purpose of this evaluation is to rate how speed the taxi arrives to the customer. If the customer didn't come, the request will be cancelled and the taxi will automatically take the lowest score. By default, the driver status is available, which means he is on service right now. If the driver doesn't want to work and he is not interested of getting request, so he can simply change his status into unavailable. Changing into unavailable is approved if there is no current accepted request from any customer. If the customer wants to reserve a taxi at a specific time, he can simply click on Schedule Reservation. Here, he will be asked to enter the starting and ending points. For example, we can select Qasim Al-Rimawi as a starting point. And we can also select Islam Abu Shattal where we want to go. If the customer didn't enter the time, the application will not accept the reservation. After selecting the time and clicking on Reserve, he will see a message saying the reservation is added. For the driver to see all the requested reservations, he can select Show Reservations, where he can select the best request which is suitable to him. In fact, he can view the reservations either by time or distance between the taxi and customers. If he accepts any of the available reservation requests, a message dialog shows up asking him if the request is certainly accepted. He can select Approve. Once confirming the acceptance, a notification message will show up on the customer application saying that his reservation request was accepted by a specific taxi. In the customer application, one of the available features is to see his unapproved reservations for modifying or deleting them. Thank you for watching this video.